Hey, what's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's Steve about to react to this vid by Playback. It's titled OnlyFans Models Need to Stop Lying to Us. About what? In the thumbnail, it says it's easy. Let's see what they're claiming OnlyFans models are lying about. Let's watch.
Welcome back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. It really is going to get a bit uncensored here. OnlyFans has become a digital phenomenon. There's 190 million users and 3 million so-called creators who mostly use the space to upload X-rated photographs and videos.
You guys come up with a different one for us now. We lost content creators, we lost creators. Yo, can the niggas
not thinking that I'm on OnlyFans?
Oh, if niggas like Pierce keep around saying she's a creator, next thing you know, when I tell somebody I'm a creator,
nobody's not going to think that you got your dick swinged.
I'm gonna say, huh?
They'll probably think Roblox or Twitch. One or two. That's what
they're gonna think Roblox.
Yeah, Roblox. One or two.
Now, tell me about
not
this.
Roblox.
Yeah.
What were you before you did this?
I was a law student, and now I'm a TikTok.
At university?
Yeah, University of Southampton. So.
Did you graduate? Or?
Calling this a feminist act is wild.
No, I dropped out to do OnlyFans because I was making a lot of money. So I was like, why am I doing reading?
Studying to be a lawyer?
Yes.
And then you start doing OnlyFans while you're at university?
Yes.
What made you get into it?
Because I saw how much money other people were earning, and I was thinking, hey, I can do this too. And then it turns out I'm pretty good at getting my clothes off, and I was like, this is a career for me.
No, you see, okay.
That's nigga Pierce.
Hey, look,
Pierce wanted a free subscription so bad. Who lapelled that?
Yo, that's a mic. Nah, he's like, hold on, where should I put the mic? Let me get it right.
She look right here.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
Tell me where else you gonna go?
Horny as hell.
Horny. That nigga dick hard. That nigga dick just brushing across shit. Can't see what the. Hey, Pierce, is you alright? Alright.
They are stupid.
Wait till I'm her.
Why Pierce right down the middle?
I know, right? Nigga could have been right on this string right here. No, right here.
That sounds good. Okay.
You gotta put it down the middle.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have taken on her titty, but that wouldn't look as good. But they also have shotgun mics. They're in the studio.
They are, yeah.
So this is their backup mic.
If I go to another interview and this nigga has, none of his guests have mics, so this is the first time. Nigga experiment with lapel mics with certain guests is hilarious.
Now, the reason you probably did it on the right is because she's gonna be looking to her right when she talks. But it is funny to think about how horny you were.
And that
How much do you make? I mean, how much money do you make?
I earn a lot. How much do you make? Maybe like double that?
She shit on his dick for no reason.
Alright,
He
OnlyFans.
just asked the question how much you make, and all of a sudden it's doubling what. Nigga, God, man, just answer the question, bro.
Well, we won't get into what I earn, but what do you earn?
I earn a lot of money.
Give me a number.
Well, I don't want to give a specific number, but
Why not?
I'm 0.01 on OnlyFans, so I'm as top as it gets.
What does that mean?
It means you are the best of the best. 0.01%.
Best of the best of what?
OnlyFans creators in monetary terms.
Why are you so good?
Because I'm really good looking.
Right.
And original.
You're certainly not shy, are you?
No, I know I'm good at what I do.
That's not enough, though. She needs to be honest about what exactly she did. Why are you so popular? Maybe she already had a lot of followers on Instagram already. But the mistake that a lot of women make, they feel like, oh, I'm attractive, so I'm going to get on OnlyFans, I'm about to make bank. It don't fucking work like that. You know how many attractive people there are in the world? You know how many attractive people there are in the world who trying to hop on OnlyFans? I have a friend, she's really pretty. Really pretty, really nice body. She on OnlyFans getting like a few $100s a month. But that's because nobody knows her. If nobody know you, how they gonna find your profile to even subscribe to you? You already have to have some type of following. She got like a few hundred followers. So she's making, a few $100. A few $100s a month. I mean, obviously not everybody who subscribed to her is on OnlyFans. But yeah, the point is, if you already don't have a good following, you can forget about it. You're not gonna make that much money.
I'm not going to harangue you for being cocky, because that would be ridiculous coming from me. But, all right, well, let me go to Blair here. I mean, Blair, look, on the face of it, isn't this really what feminist empowerment's all about? A woman in control of her body, doing what she wants with it, making a huge amount of money? Isn't it entirely down to Elle, what she decides to do?
It absolutely is up to Elle to do whatever she wants to do in her professional career.
These lips don't look good. Why do people think they do? I've never seen someone with filler in their lips and it looks good. But obviously, this is just my opinion. Maybe there are people out there who find it attractive, but I think you would look better with no lips. She barely got any lips, but this looks a lot better than these bubble duck lips, girl. Ugh.
And I don't have any issue with adults doing what they want, entering
They look
sex work.
swollen.
However, unfortunately,
and
I think the way in which
infected.
OnlyFans is often discussed in public makes it out to be this quick get-rich scheme. It reeks of a pyramid scheme, and oftentimes young girls find themselves.
It's not a pyramid.
Right, yeah.
No, you're the first person I've ever heard say it's a pyramid scheme. Everybody knows a subscription-based model. Everybody understands what that is. Like, you pay the subscription, they get a cut of it. Everybody knows that. Where's a pyramid at? This reeks of a pyramid scheme.
Maybe that's like her filler word. You know, sometimes people use the word
Just
like.
you be saying
Filler words.
pyramid scheme. I mean, it's not a scam. Like, everybody knows what it is. What the fuck?
Following this fool's gold rush and not really understanding the consequences of it. So here's some information that I feel like young girls should arm themselves with. The average registered OnlyFans creator makes only $180 a month. That's the average. So we're not discussing Elle in that, obviously, but that is the average. Making about $2,500 a month puts you in the top 1%, which adds up to $15 an hour, which is the same or less than McDonald's pays. So oftentimes these young girls.
That's not true, because you're assuming they work 9 to 5, like a regular work day.
But I'm so happy that this information is.
Yeah.
This information does, yeah.
That 180 is surprising if you never heard it before.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but you don't hear it before because they do, it's only.
They want it to sound like you make a lot of money because that's how you get people in the door.
Yes, exactly. So I'm happy that
typical.
Find themselves, entering sex work, thinking that it's going to be financially, beneficial for them, and they end up making less than a fast food worker, but they still take on the entire stigma of being involved in sex work, and oftentimes can't find employment afterwards. So my only issue is people doing these things without having, themselves armed with the information, and I think everyone should know what the other.
Yeah, but look, you made some good points. I mean, what do your family think of this? I mean, they must be incredibly disappointed, surely, that you backed in a potentially really successful.
Like, yeah, you're boring me. All them fat schmacks. She's gonna bring her finish and Pierce, let her finish. Now back to you with Jungers over here. Your family, right? Your family must not like you naked. Your family, your family. Tell us right now.
Wow.
How your family.
You know what I can appreciate about
this nigga looks so engaged. Look at him like.
I can appreciate that a lot of people would have asked this question indirectly. He just asked it directly. He thought it. Everyone would have thought it, but they wouldn't have asked it that way. It's bold.
But okay, going back to the serious conversation, she's right. I'm happy that she said that. It is true. I think a lot of people in general, but in particular women who want to get in, who think it's a quick money grab. It's not. Like, you have to promote yourself to find your way to, to make the money. You're
and let's keep it up.
Naked pictures. Crazy.
If you don't look amazing, it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
Because you just looking good is not good enough. There's so much women on the planet that look good.
Even if you look amazing, if nobody knows you, they don't know you. How you gonna get your shit out there? That's why you see, if you log on to Twitter and you find your way in the porn arena, as I have many times, you will see all these OnlyFans girls. They are all competing for attention, and it's so many of them. So even if you are like crazy attractive, you're gonna get lost in this sea of OnlyFans girls who are trying to fight to get a few subscriptions. It's a dog eat dog world out there, okay? And you might not be built for that. So it's like, if you're gonna put all that energy into having to fight to promote some shit, make a fucking business or something, and fight to promote that. Alright? That's what I suggest.
Or you have to be part of the fetish.
But not even just part of it. The best looking person as part of the fetish. Like if people don't regularly describe you as 9s and 10s, not your friends, just strangers, if niggas not breaking the necks to see you and stuff like that, I won't recommend it. Because if she's making millions of dollars a year, good for her. Mm-hmm. But you need to look immaculate to make that amount.
For sure.
Otherwise, that's not true. It's all about following. That's not true at all. There are a lot of women on there who they not the best looking. They decent, but they have huge following, so they're automatically making a lot of money. Tana Mojo is one of them. You've seen her? She made hella money on there. She alright. She cool. She ain't one of the best looking girls I've ever seen in my life at all, but she has a huge following, so that's what it's about.
making like a couple $100, or even if you make a couple thousand, that's not worth it. You're fucking up your future opportunities for a couple $1,000s a month. That's not an income worth sacrificing for. But people don't get a chance to hear that too often.
Yeah, career as a lawyer to do this.
Yes, my dad is dead and my mum is on my payroll. My family are
Your mum's on your payroll?
My mum is on my payroll.
Doing what?
Admin.
What does that mean?
It's just behind the scenes work. She doesn't do anything.
She responding to messages.
This translation, I know.
She answers the messages. That's what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now that part is
that's only admin.
They should go into further details of that because that is
people think they're talking to her. Yeah.
People paying money, thinking that they're interacting with you.
Yeah, that's not cool.
With someone else. That's a very common scam that, for whatever reason, is just socially acceptable on that platform, and nobody has addressed it. And you have people paying for things that they're not receiving whatsoever, but just openly acceptable scam. She's talking about admin is crazy.
Oh, she doesn't praise it at the pub like, woohoo! My daughter does OnlyFans, but she's supportive. She knows that I'm over 18, I can do what the hell I want. And she knows that, her views can't, impact my life. What is she going to do? You're grounded because you do OnlyFans. Like, what the hell? It's 2023. People can do what the hell they want.
No, don't get me wrong. I totally subscribe to that, and the show.
Oh, you subscribe?
I don't subscribe to you, but I bestowed you that honour yet. No, but I think
that's weird though, having her mama look at those messages.
I don't care. But I'm just curious about you being someone who embarked on a law career, was obviously very bright, went to university, packed it in just for money to be effectively an online stripper. I mean, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, way worse than an online stripper. But
what do you mean way worse?
Way worse. Online strippers is, naked. I do things that are way more grotesque than
just
that.
Pornography.
Pornography, anything. But it's all within what I want to do, and I absolutely love it, and I'm really good at it. I could be a good lawyer, yes, but also am I good at doing other things on video and camera?
How do you feel when you want to have kids yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't really want kids right now. But
you will do. How old are you?
25.
Right, so you will do, at some stage, probably, right?
Maybe.
When you do, you're going to be proud that you have your little ones and they look at you and go, didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, but look at all my stuff.
They could cry in a Ferrari.
Period. This is the thing. I hate the whole holier than thou and how dare you, what about your future children? What if she don't want to fucking have kids, alright? Worry about your own shit. Let people live their lives and do what the fuck they want. Trying to shame them for how they're choosing to live their lives, that shit is so whack to me. What about the shit you doing in your life? Let's pick that apart and shame you for some shit that you doing. Like, fuck out of here. We all doing shit that we shouldn't be doing, okay? If we go through the details of all of our lives, there is shit that can be critiqued and can be shamed. So who are you to shame other people? Let people do what they want. If she end up having kids and they get teased at school or whatever the fuck, or they feel ashamed about their mama, that's her. That's her life. The fuck? And then even them, they look, that's so sad. Lo, you wanna talk about what's sad, Lo? That's what I'm saying. I can't stand the unnecessary judgment for shit like this. It's like, bro, let people live their life. Let's shame people who are doing terrible things in the world. Busting it open and you fucking, that's not negatively affecting nobody but you, really. And sure, you could argue maybe her future kids if she decides to have kids. If that hasn't even occurred yet. She ain't got no kids. So let's shame people who deserve to be shamed, who are menaces to society. Let's shame them. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You can tell she's not thought that through.
Let's speed this up.
Ferraris are 2-door.
So what?
Okay. Anyway, you couldn't tell she has not thought about the concept of when she has children and what that's going to look like. She clearly is not. She's clearly not thought about that far ahead. And I do believe that there needs to be understanding of this.
You think for a second she didn't think about that?
Look like 5-10 years down the road, because a lot of it's just quick money, fast money, especially for her. And you're not really caught up in all the other things that could happen. But she's way so deep into this at this point. Like, it doesn't really matter at this point.
What she really needs to do now that she's already here is milk it aggressively. Like, try hard in life and just try and make all your millions by 30, and then try and like just switch out after that. Because like, you know, at a certain point, like you're not gonna look this way no more. You're gonna have wrinkles and stuff like that. And that, you know what I'm saying, doesn't really do the trick for a lot of people on OnlyFans and things of that nature.
That's gonna be very scary as well when she's getting older or certain things start to change.
You can't do this first, what I'm saying.
I get it, but then you start getting a whole bunch of things done to your face and your body because you're trying to keep up this image. Mm-hmm. If that happens, you don't want to be somebody who's in their 30s still doing this, trying to raise a family, trying to have a family and stuff like that.
This life where your goal is to make money is pathetic. This shit is sad. It's severely depressing. You're right. And if that's your only purpose in life, if you can't understand why your kids wouldn't want you doing OnlyFans and rather you do like literally anything else because they get to cry in a Ferrari, who cares? Especially if you have money. They're going to a school where all of their families also have Ferraris. Your Ferrari's not special. So not everybody got Ferraris, but you're the one getting fucked online.
But you know what's so crazy? Like literally she's getting fucked online. You know what's so crazy though? Not to say I'm making Ferrari money, but a lot of the things that when you get the money, like you want something in life and you have the money to now get it,
you don't even get it.
Like you don't even get it. You don't get it. It's the importance of it has diminished to you because it was a goal that you thought that you couldn't achieve, and once you achieve it, either A, it's something you want or B, you have a completely different perspective on life, and those are things that you don't even want anymore. So I think I agree. Trying to strive for materialistic things I've seen it happen a lot of times and it continues to fail. And if you're willing to compromise your future or things of that nature for a financial gain or a monetary gain or any type of materialistic lifestyle,
it's a sad life to live.
It's a very
you have to live a life of purpose, man. And if your purpose is providing for your kids, that's part of it. But you're not providing for your kids by ignoring their emotional well-being and just focusing on the Ferrari.
You got no kids.
Also, by the way, it's still two-door. How the fuck are you gonna do it?
Maybe a Ferrari truck.
They just dropped the SUV.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it looks bad though. So just get the Urus.
That's what she's thinking, though, man. That's also such a nasty Ferrari. Like that's such a weird thing.
Yeah, like imagine the kids getting bullied in school. Like, buy the Ferrari. Fuck with that. You know how lame that's gonna make them look. That's not their achievement. That's your achievement.
That is also true. Like now you're allowing your achievements to be part of your children's life. What if they don't want a Ferrari? What if they don't care for them?
Yeah. I mean, shit's like, but I see a lot of this now, especially in America, especially in Atlanta. Like, and it always feels like people aren't even willing to like work for it most of the time because they're trying to spam shortcuts. Like, oh my god, I heard about this new shortcut. If you just pay fucking taxes on homes that have been repossessed by the government, and you can just own the home.
Those are weird.
Get a life skill. Why does y'all need to spam shortcuts? I promise the life skill is gonna do better in the long run. But nobody likes the long run.
Because they think that the shortcut is what all the other wealthy people use and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what's great, and some of them did, but for the most part, those life skills that you need to get to that point of status will aid you in the process of sustaining it. So if you use a shortcut, you have no skills to sustain the sex that you were trying to achieve, and then you end up losing it just like that. She's lucky and fortunate that her skill is her beauty, as she's openly acknowledged, and her ability to be fucked correctly. And that right there is what she's able to
great arch, very flexible,
amazing ass. Like that's her. That is her skill, and that's great for her. That's what she wants to do. And again, I'm gonna be curious for a second. I'm not really mad at what you're doing, stuff like that. But just acknowledge thoroughly everything that comes along with it, because I think a lot of people like her get caught up in the money without understanding everything that happens, and then end up because there's several stories of people who did OnlyFans who make quality money, and then here we are. We're about like 4 or 5 years deep into OnlyFans turning into this type of model. And they have regret of what they did. They don't like what they were able to do in that time or what the outcome was. Can't get a job. Even though they make quality money within that stretch of years, it's not a long-term deal. Luckily for her, again, she's making enough money to where she can put in the work for about 5 to 7 years and be done with it. And it's like she'll be able to live off the rest of her life.
But not if she buys Ferraris though. You know this. But if you start buying Ferraris, you have to keep working now.
I know there will be people watching this, just younger people cheering you on, going, yeah, go, you go, El. And then other people going, what are you sounding like? You sound awful, grotesque. It's like, why go down this road?
You don't want to admit that he's in that group. No, me, I'm fine.
I don't hate what you do at all.
Not at all. I'm fine with it. You got your own decision. That's fine. But there will be a group who despise fucking injury. There will be a group that will cheer you on. But this other group here, they just can't stand what you should have done. Idiots. You're a gruesome guy. Some dumb things. But me, I'm just in the middle. I just don't feel one way or another. I don't have a side at all, man.
What does it say about, honestly, what does it say about society where a bright young woman like you...
Yeah.
Look at that. OnlyFans boxer L. Brooks sold a tub of spit for $200.
A tub?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
You know, hey, let me answer Pierce's question. What does it say about society? There's a lot of sad niggas out here, dog. That's what it means. Yeah. It's a lot of sad niggas out here. Niggas will spend a lot of money on just photos and videos of a woman, and it also just proves that we live in a capitalistic society. That's what it means. You participate in it as well. You just participate more as a consumer rather than a producer. That's what it means, Chris.
It also means that we become completely nil and don't give a fuck about the isolation and loneliness of men in general, because that's what they monetize here. But it's like, hey man, I guess when it comes to the cost of men or young men, it doesn't really matter all that much because you're a guy, fucking figure it out yourself. But I guarantee roles reverse and those niggas swinging dick, monetizing a whole bunch of lonely women.
It'd be a problem.
People would be like,
what? People do it. It's not a problem. Slang on as many dicks as you like.
Organizations and agencies and charity groups trying to help them out,
But please, don't be a heartless, money-hungry person. That is a terrible way to live.
Yeah.
Don't do that. This
Why
is
she gotta be
heartless?
heartless?
People who build up to this point in their life and they get there and then they just don't know what to do themselves because their whole life purpose at that point was to earn money instead of actually graduating and growing as a human being, as a person. And that right there, I think that falls in line of everyone, regardless of an OnlyFans model or a lawyer. It sounds like she's down that path because there's no way that's the answer she gave. Let us know y'all thoughts in the comment section.
And I don't think it's anything wrong with educating people. Like, you know, trying to discourage young women from doing this who may think it's all glitz and glamour and that they can hop on OnlyFans, take some dick, and make $1 million a month. There's nothing wrong with educating them and being like, these are the cons in the situation. This is something you want to consider. This might not be the best route to go down if you're worried about these cons. Nothing wrong with doing that, sure. But to shame someone who's already in that lifestyle and to be like, well, what about your future kids when they don't even have no fucking kids? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Let people do what the fuck they want to do and live the lives they want to live. And y'all are the same niggas who be beating y'all dick off to these porn stars online. Make it make sense. Men are the highest consumers of porn and of OnlyFans. Y'all are the ones buying these subscriptions. This is why these women got all this money. So it's so ironic that they be the same ones talking shit. On one end, yeah, give me that. But you hoes, this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. Oh, take it off. Oh, I love it. Oh, actually, and what will your kids think? Oh, I'm gonna beat my dick. Like, this shit is so hypocritical and fake. Fuck out of here. And it's also ridiculous because, like I said, she could choose to not even have children. So that whole argument is ridiculous because the fucking kids aren't even here. So trying to show this fake concern for her future children that she may or may not have makes no fucking sense. But on top of that, it's like, what? Who knows how old she will be? She probably will more than likely be long retired from this. OnlyFans might not even be a thing anymore. She might be way more crusty, old, and busted by the time her kids get old enough to even understand what porn is. And then when she's dropping them off at school, it's not like people gonna remember her. Like, oh shit, you that was that OnlyFans model from 20 years ago. No, you feel me? So it's like, I don't think that is a factor or that matters because it might not matter at all by the time that she ends up having kids and they get of age. She might have some businesses that she opened and that this might be way in her past that nobody's bringing up, nobody remembers, nobody recognizes her because she might not age the best. Or maybe she will, I don't fucking know. No, anyway, and it won't matter. So it's just like, I don't like that argument. That argument is ridiculous. Anyway, live your life, do what the fuck you want, but definitely be aware of the consequences and definitely be aware if you are an everyday girl and nobody really knows you like that, you ain't got over 50,000 followers on any platform, I would not recommend at all. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this. Let me know what other videos you want to watch and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!